And this is the one end of the mall, coming from this side, from where we're coming. As you can see uphill, this ends at GPO. Back then, obviously, as Murree has expanded several miles now. So this was one end, the Holy Trinity Church, and the GPO. So we're gonna go and ask, probably get a permission from the management to let us explore the church from inside. These are all the brands, different shopping malls and shops, eat outs. Obviously, everything is kind of like dead right now because of the holy month of Ramadan. And if you come like after Eid, this is like a bustling place, crazy of traffic, huge loads of people coming from all the way from Punjab and Sindh and so many other places. Now this is the inside. I don't know whether we're gonna get the permission or not, and I'm not sure really if we can film this as well. But well, if they wouldn't let us inside, that's the best we can do. Now this is really old, as you can see. Was built in 1857. So apparently we tried to knock and beat the door, call out, yell out, asking permission, but apparently nobody's inside. And so we did not go inside. This is really sad for me because this is such a beautiful building inside, and I wish we had the access. But anyways, let's go explore. Uh, what else do we have here? And selling garlics. Certain bit of toys. क्या हाल है जी, खैरियत से हैं? कस्टमर तो नहीं होंगे आजकल, है ना? हाँ जी, हाँ जी. So mostly toys and handbags and stuff. And so a few shops here and there. They're still open, most probably because they're the locals, they live here. So they just might as well come down and open the shop and see if they can sell anything at all. This is beautiful bags. This is all handcrafted, I think, and beautiful pieces of art. Not that the Pakistani ladies are quite fond of this. Obviously, everybody's after the brands, the big brands and everything. But no, this is like the folklore. This is the cultural thing. And again, these are some sort of decorations, wall hangings, door hangings, and again, toys, a lot of toys. In fact, it's kind of like weird, but a lot of people prefer to go to these places, to places such as Murree or the hill stations or the scenic places when it's off season, or for some reason the people are not visiting those places. Like in COVID, I remember a lot of my friends would, just go out and enjoy the solitude of those places, which normally don't find. Now this is the St. Margaret's Union Church, another one on the mall. And this is the timings of this church. It's a big padlock on it. So I think everything is closed, it's like I don't have access to these places. We'll try to have a sneak peek. There's nothing you can find out. Still you can see old colonial buildings and beautiful place. This is the church building, like we were discussing, but this is like a very, very old place, very, very old construction. Yeah, I think it's in really bad shape as far as the roof is concerned. I don't know what's the situation inside. That's the way it is. So we're gonna continue. All right. So this is the Brightland Hotel, and I can imagine because this is the front elevation of the hotel, and because most probably the view would have been breathtaking. It still is. So, an English cup of tea sitting on this terrace and having a view of your empire is probably what uh, the last viceroy of India would have been doing back in the 1940s, the Lord Mountbatten. He used to stay right here in Cecil Hotel. Cecil Hotel is just a little bit over there. We tried to get access to that, but we're not able to. They say this is private property now. We are renovating and will be opening very soon, so you guys can come up uh, at the opening ceremony and you can do your vlogs and whatever you want to do. But right now it's out of bound, which is kind of weird because it's not just a private property; it's a private public property as well, and it's not really fair to keep someone from their heritage or history or trying to explore or study to do a certain bit of research, whatever. This is the dining hall, and this is the lobby, which is pretty much in the same shape it used to be. Check a suite room of Brightlands Hotel, and which is in the main building, the front of which I've shown you just a couple of minutes ago. And so right, this is quite regal. There's absolutely no doubt in that. I think they used to have a real fire some 50 years from now. I guess not anymore. And we have seen the chimneys on top of the roof, so this goes straight All right, so it is a suite room, which means we have a, okay, we have a, this is like a twin room. And again, all right. So these cupboards are pretty old as well. Quite vintage furniture here as well. We're gonna check out the washroom now. For some, like me, the washroom is of critical importance. And this is a gigantic washroom we have here. This is quite massive, really. Although with the fittings in place, this place could have been utilized in a lot better way. और चाचा इसका क्या रेंट है सीजन में सीजन में क्या रेंट होता है इसका 20,000 होता है एक रात का और उसमें नाश्ता होता है नाश्ता नहीं होता अच्छा और ये सीजन में ये फुल होता है
सीजन में या कम होता है जब सीजन खत्म हो जाए तो फिर नदी में कम दूसरा ये जो ये आउटसाइड पर इस वजह से ये
अच्छा So this property is owned by one family, but it's been divided in three places. This Lockwood Murree, and then the British era cottages, and there's one more. I exactly don't know the name of that. And then it goes on and on with rooms and suites. Quite nicely decorated with vines and flowers and trees, and it's done really nicely. This is like the staircase to the first floor. This is a nice, I think it's a dining hall. And we have a room which is kind of open for viewing. Looks decent with all pictures of Murree. Let's check out if what's there. Yeah, it's like a combined room. And see if you can see the washroom. It's kind of okay. And this back door really opens in the forest. So we have tried to explore the heritage and the history of the colonial Murree, starting from 1856 all the way to 1947, with the creation of Pakistan. Most of all of, in fact, all of the government officials of the British Empire had left Pakistan by then. There were certain people who were staying behind, mostly because they were in administrative position and they had the Pakistani government and the British government had this beforehand agreement to not let go of the administrative capacities and responsibilities before the Pakistan government can find an alternate solution to that. So this is an outstanding place to come. If you are a socialite, if you like public places, if you like hustle and bustle, if you like nightlife, Murree is the right place to come, and you'll find everything in the mall. But if you are like a isolationist, well, Murree is not the place for you, definitely. So we are here at the Murree Brewery. This was built in 1860 to meet the demand of the British officers and soldiers staying in Murree. And there's a very interesting piece of history which is related to this brewery actually. This was built and managed by Edward Dyer, who would look after all the distillation and the the fermentation process and everything. And he was the father of Colonel Reginald Dyer, the famous British officer who was responsible for the death of more than 400 people, innocent people, at a protest in Jallianwala Bagh in Amritsar. It's quite a famous incident, um, but yeah, it was the beginning of the end for the British India. This brewery has been making some fine beer and malt and related items as well. So much so that in 2012, um, the famous Hollywood actor Bruce Willis, his daughter Scott Willis, and Demi Moore were arrested on charges of drinking in public and having a fake ID, and they were carrying this Murree Brewery's beer, malt beer. And back then, the Murree beer shot to fame, and the whole world was asking for the orders and to install their plants and having a franchise of Murree Brewery and all that. So yeah, so I think this essentially concludes our visit to Murree, trying to explore the colonial heritage of British India. What are the remains of them? How well are they preserved? And what is there to actually experience and explore? Thank you very much for being with us. Hope you like this outdoor tour, and hopefully we'll be coming up with more of them. Until then, take care. Ciao.